This is your boy Ballin' Boy Trey. This is the Good Folks Podcast. And today we got a special guest joining us, Miss Kai.
Hello, everyone.
How you feeling, Queen?
I'm feeling good. Today's a beautiful day.
Good. I normally be with my co-host Pretty, but she couldn't join us today, so it's just me and you. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna hold it down. We're gonna do what it do.
Okay, let's do it.
You know what I'm saying? So let everybody know who you is and where you from and what you do.
Well, my name is Lakai Jackson. I am from Birmingham, Alabama, and I am the business owner of The Highest Cloud, founder and CEO. We do business consulting for mainstream businesses, small businesses, and the entertainment industry. So, yeah, we all over the place a little bit.
Yeah, you connected.
Yes, sir.
So, you was born and raised in Birmingham?
Technically, yeah.
Technically. Okay.
We ain't gonna dive into it, but yeah, my mama's side is from Birmingham, Alabama. And so this is kind of my stomping grounds.
Okay.
I say I'm from the earth. I like to say I'm from the earth because my dad was a Marine, and so we did a lot of traveling and, different things like that. So a little cultured.
Okay. So how long you been in Birmingham?
Since a baby. My mama's side from here, so you know how they go. It don't matter where you conceive, that is where you grow up at. So
facts.
Yeah, I claim it.
Birmingham, shit, we all on Birmingham.
Roll Tide.
For sure. See, I finally got one. I done ran across so many Florida State,
man.
Everything. Now we got a Roll Tide.
I'm neutral though, but it forever Roll Tide.
Facts.
I support everybody, but forever Roll Tide.
Yeah, for sure. See, we rocking out. You know what I'm saying? See, I like you. I already knew it was something. I seen the red hair. I'm like, yeah, she got to be Alabama fan.
Yeah.
But so tell us a little more about your company.
Well, I started during COVID, so like.
So this was like 2020 or like 2021?
At the end of 19 is when the idea was kind of established. And then in March 10th, I established it with the state and made everything kind of finalized. And my first year, I just spent a lot of time connecting with people. So I wasn't really like making any money, but I was going places.
Doing
so
like
I was all over trying to put my face in rooms so people can know what it is that I do, because originally when I started it wasn't a business consulting company.
Really?
It was more so supposed to be a music label, because I love music. A lot of people may know or may not know, but Frank Alexander, who was a Tupac's bodyguard, that's my uncle. And so our family kind of always been engulfed in the music scene, or being a part of something like that. So I wanted to like spotlight Birmingham, because I'm like, so much great talent here, but nobody is really seeing it. You have your few that make it, but nobody really sees the real raw talent, that underground talent. So that's kind of how I started off. And then, it turned more into business, like making sure that the artist had the business side took care of. So I was like, you know what, maybe I need to branch a little bit more and offer consulting. And so that's kind of how we ended up being a business consulting company. So that way I can cover all grounds. I can handle your business and I can handle your entertainment.
Everything in one.
Yeah.
I gotta ask though, did you meet Tupac?
No, by the time he was I was born in 92.
Oh,
so even if I did meet him, I wouldn't remember. Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Who knows?
Gotcha. So who was the first like artist that you actually connected with to kind of give you that leap that you was looking for when you was networking?
That's a hard one. One that always stand out to me, just because it was at the beginning of my journey, is big shout out to Gary Gator, local guy here, does a lot of amazing things. Dope Eye Media, something that he's a part of. But he was like, we was working side by side, kind of like on some partner stuff, because I wasn't really big on hiring people, but I wanted to be able to work with others without, you know, all the extra. And so we was scouting, and I was like, starting this big thing, the adult Easter egg hunt. And I was like, man, I want some good people here, so on and so forth. And he was actually the one that connected me with Crazy Bone Manager. So his management team was kind of like starting over. She was pretty new to everything, and so when we connected, it was like two peas in a pod because we trying to do the same thing. So we connected. I went out. I went to Jersey, New York, and just kind of bonded with that. And he actually ended up coming down. And I introduced him to Devontae and, trying to, figure out what we can fit him in there. Because I'm like, hey, we got this show going on and popping this, that, and the third. So it was a really dope experience for me. And he actually came to my house, took pictures. We did a lot of different things. So that was a cool, jump off the porch because that's a $6 million man. He's not just going to people's houses. You know what I'm saying? So
people not even getting close to him.
To make that connection, it was really cool. I had a run-in with Nokia Drew Hill. I had a lot of different run-ins with major people starting out. So I really can't say, one person over the other one, but it did stick with me that I had people in my corner like Gary that was willing to do the research and work and bring me numbers back and say, hey, reach out to this person and let's see if we can connect and make something happen. So that was really special to me.
So any of these connections you still have?
Yeah. Yeah, I still got connections. I'm still building on connections. I'm always looking for small businesses to work with or even individuals that have ideas because that's what I do. I build from the ground up. So if you have an idea of something that you want to do, but you're not really sure what direction you want to go in, I'm that person. I'm going to help you build a name. I'm going to help you build a motto. I'm going to help you build your mission statement. We're going to do all of that, and we're going to go and solidify this business, and we're going to make a strategic roadmap plan of how we can get where we're going. What do you want to do it in 90 days? What do you want to do it in 6 months or a year? We got a roadmap for that for you to be successful in everything you're doing.
Facts. So you kind of put together the structure to develop their dream or whatever they want to do, whatever they believe in.
Yes.
They come to you, you put everything together, map everything out, boom, we got a game plan.
Yep.
So you pretty much like the coach.
Pretty much. I guess I could be the life coach.
Hey, it all works though because man, people need that though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. A lot of people have great ideas, don't know where to start. I use me for example. My first company was is an apparel company. Right? I didn't know what direction to go with it. You know what I'm saying? I just did a lot of research, make sure I had all the paperwork. That's my main thing like that. My paperwork straight, I'm good.
I'm big on paperwork.
Man, listen, that paperwork straight, I'm good.
Yeah.
And to this day, I just now was able to lunch.
Okay.
So I'm not even it took me, 4 years? I was just sitting on the company for so long.
But you did it, and that's what matters. Don't quit.
Facts. But if I was connected to people like you, that dream would have exceeded way longer.
It would have been skyrocketing because I'm going to stay on you. If you tell me, Kai, this is what I want to do, this my ambition, and you working with me directly, and this is another thing about me and my company. Of course, it's a way of living for me.
For sure.
This is how I survive and take care of mine. But at the same time, I'm not here to dig in your pockets and take away from your goals. So we go always sit down and come up with a financial plan that fits for you. If you got $100, we gonna work with $100. If you got $1,000, we gonna work with $1,000.
Whatever you got, we can make it work.
If you got a penny and a dream, well, let's take that penny and see what we can do with it because you just never know. So I always try to give people the advantage and the opportunity.
And that's good because, many people don't really believe in people's dreams or whatever the goal is that they set for themselves because people look at the dollar. Yeah. How can I profit off this situation? You know what I'm saying? Especially, not to be cliche, but, working with niggas. You know how that is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They already think they up there.
You feel me?
I got it together, and I don't need you like that, but I need you, but not like that.
And we just starting, so it's you need me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's okay to need people. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Everybody want to be this mogul that made it by themselves. They did it all by themselves, but it's lonely at that table.
People really forget who was there to help them get where they at. Mm-hmm. They really forget that.
And it be small stuff.
I
give you a bottle of water while you over there choking.
You feel
but
me?
10 years later, you still alive and you thriving. So, hey,
You ain't even
at
gonna
least
remember
give me
when
my
you were
flowers.
choking. You feel me? And then not only that, but it's like, you know, people connect people off of relationships through other people. And
Absolutely.
when people reach a certain height, they fail to realize that relationship got me in this position. So it's like, damn, I can't even give just this person a shout out just when I get to this platform or when I get to this level, because without them, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
People really forget that.
But you know, a lot of them tunnel vision. They focus on right now. Okay, these are the people that's here right now. A lot of people don't sit down and really think about where they started versus where they are and who those people were that helped pioneer to, you know,
Facts.
where the position that they in now. So, you know, it's very rare.
Let me ask you something. Like, which have you ever had a person that it was difficult to work with, and you giving your professionalism to them, which is the structure that they need to help them fulfill their dream? What is it? Well, if you can name anybody or like any person that you can remember or recall that gave you a difficult time and challenging you on your knowledge to help them structure their business.
Honestly, nobody.
Work speaks for itself.
It's nobody. Yeah, it speaks for itself. It's really no the ride. Like I tell people, you probably work with me and don't even know it.
Facts.
Because it's through somebody else's dream, somebody else's aspiration. Like, a lot of the artists that I would work with had already kind of worked with me, but didn't know that they was working with me. And then when we get in the room, we go to talk, and they be like, "Oh, I thought that was such and such," and then it relays back. They're like, "Oh, it was all you."
You connected like Wi-Fi. You everywhere.
Yeah, Wi-Fi connected like Wi-Fi. That's what we do.
So
make connections.
You currently you had a show that was on TV.
I did.
Tell us about that show and how it went. How you got started.
So it was crazy how it started because I work in the medical field, and so one of our patients was in the TV industry, and the doctor at the time, I guess they were having conversation or whatever the case was, and he was like, "Hey, she got her own business, she do her own thing, she worked with artists, so on and so forth. Y'all should connect." And so we did, and he's a much older guy, and so a lot of the shows that he already had established was for an older audience, and so they wanted to try to draw the demographic of the younger the younger demographic. And so we sat down and we talked, and I was like, well, this will be easy peasy for me because I'm already working with artists. And he was like, hey, you know, do you think you could come up with a show that can, you know, come up with a name? Basically, it would be my show. I would be coming up with everything. And so I was like, okay, cool, let's run it. And at the time, I had an artist that I was managing alongside. So I was like, it'll be great for this person because now I have a actual platform that I can solicit their music on, commercials, and
this
any
work
type
hand
of
to hand right here.
Okay, I'm like, yes, my business is really finna. Ooh, it's gonna take off.
So you felt the oncoming attractions from just that moment. Like everything I was trying to do, I can literally start right here.
Yes. And so obviously, with something that big and being such a young company, I'm ecstatic. So I go home, me and my artists, we coming up with names, we pushing ideas and narratives and how we gonna do it. And the third. And so I had this little notebook that I would write everything in, just a regular old, you know, one subject notebook. I would write everything in. And I wrote down, you know, the name and how I wanted it structured, how many commercials I wanted to have in it, who I wanted to be on the show, who I would want to produce the show. Like, I wrote down everything to the nitty-gritty and went from there. So we start, you know, I started making Facebook posts and Instagram posts. I'm like, hey, y'all, I got this new opportunity. Come in, come join me. And everybody was thinking that it was going to be like YouTube or something.
Facts.
And so when they realized that it was actually on CW21, they was like, okay, this is something that I want to do. Mama, we made it. We on TV now.
Like we actually turn on cable and watch this.
Yeah, and so it was really cool, starting that off. But one of the things that I always like to tell people is like, that was my manifestation journal. So a part of my manifestation was working with Ravazee Nation. Like, I actually wanted them to be the ones that helped me produce the show and put it on TV and all that stuff. But with me being such a new company and not having fully made that connection, I was kind of apprehensive because of the fact that I was like, he might not want to work with me, or maybe I might not have.
Guessing yourself.
Yeah, I was like, I might not have the money or whatever the case is. And so I was like, I went back to the drawing board with the guy that presented me the idea, and I was like, well, I got everything in order, but I don't have like a team of producers that I trust to work with, because that's another thing. You got to have some people that you feel like you can trust doing it. And so he was like, well, I already got cameras and all this stuff, so as long as you got the idea, we can bring it to life. And so that's kind of how that went. But Ravazee Nation was at the top of that list, and it's just crazy because he actually ended up coming on my show, doing his thing. It went on TV. His numbers went up. I mean, they was already up, but just the fact that it was on TV, that gave it more presence. So,
and you was the one putting him on there.
Yeah. So that was crazy. It was just a crazy connection. I'm like, man, I literally wrote this man business down in my notebook, and now he here in my face. And so in my mind, I'm like, I'm one step closer to making that raw connection, but how do I get in? And with me doing so much with so many artists, like, it's people in and out the door, in and out the door, in and out the door, because we making seasons, like 24 episodes per season type stuff.
So y'all working.
Yeah, we working. So I just kind of let it sit on the back burner. I was like, I revisit it, and probably about maybe 6 months or so down the line, he inboxed me, and he was like, hey, I think I had like a Facebook post or something pertaining to the movie series. It might have been something like that, but he inboxed me either way, and he was like, hey, how do you feel about, acting in the movie? And I'm like, man, I ain't did nothing like that, theater or nothing since 10th grade. I'm like, it's not nothing I really want to do, but I've always been open-minded. I love to learn and just try new things. And so I was like, I'll go ahead and try
Maybe, kind of.
Yeah. And so he was like, well, me and my team been watching you for a while. And when he first reached out to me, I'm so disconnected. I didn't realize that this is the same person I wrote down in my book. I didn't even
So
realize.
You wrote down Ravazee Nation, not knowing you were talking to the dude that owned the company.
It, yes. And even crazier because I'm like, okay, I'm sitting here with him having this conversation on Facebook, and it hadn't registered that this man been on my TV show. Like, I'm really running. So he was like, me and my team been watching you, watching what you do or whatever. I'm like, creep. You know what I'm saying? Not realizing you have a reason to watch me because we're in the spider web together. But he was like, just send over a 1 minute monologue or your favorite scene or whatever. And so I did, like, I think Diary of a Mad Black Woman, where old girl was hollering at Charles and doing all that, And so sent it back in. I was just supposed to be auditioning for a possible role as an extra. When did that, sent it back to him, he was like, oh my gosh. He was like, I got a role for you. How do you feel about a role? And at this point, I'm like, TV, people having to do all this extra stuff. And so it went on into me saying yes, obviously. And then he was like, well, I just had somebody drop out. And so I actually have a main role that I think you'll be perfect for. And I froze up at this point because I'm like...
So you had this role for extra. And then that translated into a main role, which you would be front line on the show.
Yeah, coming from behind the cameras to being on the cameras freaked me out because I'm so, like, I'm reserved.
So how did you adapt to that?
I just jumped in it. I was like, man, just do it and see if you like it. And so That's what I did. I just went for it.
So
I just took the risk.
So when he first presented the script to you, like the role you would be playing, how did you feel about that? Did you feel confident? Did you feel a little nervous, a little shy? Did you have any type of doubt that I could kill this or it could be a challenge for me?
When I seen the synopsis for Nicole, I was like, it almost brought me to tears because I'm her. So it was crazy. Like,
so your personal, you as a person connect so close to this character, it almost like put you in shambles.
Yeah, it took me there. So when I read it, and I was like, man, I could do this. I said, because it's me, a girl.
You didn't even have to act.
Young, trying to make it out of what, the hood and all, whatever situation they in or whatever the case is. And I'm in medical, and in the movie, she's a nurse and going to school for that. So I'm like, oh my gosh, all this tying together. And in my younger years, my brother, he was wild and stuff and doing similar to what Javion doing, so everything just kind of lined up. It kind of just, it fit so perfectly. And so that made me a little more comfortable, even though I was apprehensive as heck. I was like, just do it, Kai. Just do it. And I did.
What you think that really, like, gave you that overly confident?
Probably my support system. Like the few people, I don't dabble with a lot of people, but the few that I had there, it was like,
they're a major
they was
impact.
like, just do it, just try, just give it a try. And, I would have my days, like, I'm introverted, but I have my days where I'm just like the life of the party. So it was like catching me at that right time where I'm like, yeah, I got this. Y'all can't tell me nothing. I'm finna go slam down on this and we finna make history, da-da-da-da. And so
the energy there, so it's like you kept me on the right day, I could kill this.
Yeah.
And that day came.
Yep. We went from 10th grade theater to being on the TV instead of behind the scenes, because it was like I already was in that industry. I know what it's like, but I wouldn't, Yeah.
So let me go back a little bit. So in high school, you was in theater.
Yeah, my 10th grade year, I had to take theater. I think.
You had to take it.
It wasn't a choice.
Oh, okay. So
it was more like
forced in.
You got an elective. You got to,
Facts.
So I was like, I do theater because it seemed easy. It was just something to go and get through. I actually enjoyed it. My theater partner, he was pretty cool. We had a pretty well meshed relationship. So when it came down to us doing projects and stuff together, it worked out. And so it was cool.
Looking back at when you first started in 10th grade to where you at now, did you have a clue how that moment during that time would bring you to where you at? Just like,
absolutely not.
I did not know I'd be an actor. I did not know I'd be directing, doing all of this stuff that you do. You did not see it coming.
I used to model.
You just did a whole lot of shit.
I used to model. Michael Martinez off of American Next Top Model. I've done pictures with him, and when I was younger, that was my biggest aspiration. Like, I wanted to be Tyra Banks. I wanted to be a part of that. Like, I was always told, you're pretty, you're beautiful, you should model, you should do this, you should do that. And so I kind of got into it, especially after seeing my stepsister do it. I was like, oh, this is easy. If she can do it, I know I can do it. I was like,
gave you some confidence. Like,
I was more confident, and So
then it was somebody close. It ain't just like it's a friend or somebody you went to school with. It's like your sister. Like.
But when it come to acting, I'm like, no. Like, I would play around with my friends and stuff, but it wasn't never nothing serious enough for me to be like, I want to be an actress. Like, this is what I want to do as a hobby or for life or whatever the case.
What was it that like steered you from acting? The reason that you didn't want to like pursue it, or it just was, or it could have been just something you just didn't really take a liking to in the moment. Probably
because by nature I'm a shy person. Like, a lot of people don't really get that from me because my aura and my energy is so big.
It's really hard to tell. I really can't tell you were shy.
Yeah. When I got to do what I got to do, I know how to shut it off. But most of the time, very self-reserved. I'm shy. Like, being in front of cameras was never a thing for me. And that's kind of why I got into the producing side.
Yeah,
because
behind the camera.
I want to be there, but I don't want to be seen.
I got you.
In the process. So, yeah, it's been a roller coaster, but we here.
But you have done a lot of things, though, like.
Yeah.
A lot of things. So tell me, what is your first love? All the things that you did, like, what is your first love that you just really passionate about?
Probably writing, and that's relates back to music, cause I love music. I listen to all types of music.
What's your favorite genre?
Probably alternative. I can't really say because I don't have, like, people be asking me like, what's your favorite scene? What's your favorite this? What's your favorite that? I'm a person of life. Everything is a favorite at a point in time.
You.
So it's kind of like,
in this moment, this is my favorite.
I don't know.
That moment is my favorite. So I really can't.
Because some days I'm straight hip hop, and other days I'm straight jazz, and I just want to listen to a saxophone. And other days I'm a rock star, like, let's do it. So it just like really depends. Yeah. There is really no favorite. When it comes to that. I got you. Yeah.
So let's get more into your role, Nicole.
Okay.
Which is the role that you play on Five Little Penguins.
Yeah.
And people that don't know about Five Little Penguins, the TV show, can you give them a little glimpse of what it is and what it's about?
It's real. It's raw. It is a drama-filled thriller. It's just it's life. And that's another thing that I like about it. It's not like something that's really scripted. Like, these things have happened. This is something that's things that take place in real time. And the fact that it's Birmingham based, it gives more authenticity because we big, but we small. Facts. And so for people to actually see, kind of like what Devontae was telling us, it's a two-sided story. You know how sometimes you'll hear about something and you'll be like, that shouldn't have happened to such and such, but you don't know what such and such did.
Don't nobody know the story.
Like, you don't really know the whole story, and yeah, they may have lost their life or whatever the case is, but you can't really say, oh, you should count this person out. They the bad person, exactly. And you know because they died, they the good person, but you don't really know what happened behind all of that in order for you know.
For sure. So I hear a lot of people that's from Birmingham say it's big, but it's not big. Me personally, I'm from Montgomery. You know what I'm saying? I'm right down the street.
Yeah.
I'm straight out the gun with it. You feel me? So
yeah, we know about Shad.
Yeah. Oh yeah, trust me. Yeah, everybody know about that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We don't nobody ever represent Ballantyne. We on Ballantyne for sure.
Real talk.
But man, it's like me coming up here doing a lot of work because I really like. I'm gonna say. Like, this really my come up in this area.
Yeah. All
the resources, the connections, everything, like the whole plot itself, like, stands from here. Mm-hmm. Because the things that I can do here seems bigger to me.
Right.
Because I can't do it.
That's because you're not from here, though.
Facts.
It's just like they say, like, you know, you can't expect people from your hometown to support you. I feel like that's a real theory. You gonna have some people that consider you their favorite, but for the majority, you know, you got to step outside of them realms, and that's kind of how I move. Like, a lot of people know me in Birmingham. They know I exist, but they don't necessarily know if we thriving or not because my motion is all over. I don't stay at home to get the motion because I know that it's a 50-50.
Yeah, I think that's something that you really have to do to reach them heights that you, like, if you aim high, for you to get to that height, you have to, like, step outside the zone.
Yeah, you gotta take them risks, man.
Man, I love my city. I'm working on a project right now. I'm planning on bringing it back to the city. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Me and Devontae was talking about putting some things together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to it yet. It's still in the making.
Y'all include me, man. I'm with all that.
Because I told him, like, hey, man, look, bro, you can make me an extra. I need to be in the show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In the show, I don't care what I do. I just want that shot. Mama, your boy on TV. You watch me from here.
And we everywhere. We ain't just on, one TV, on Amazon Prime. We on other networks. We overseas now. And so that's big,
Facts,
go from this to
So describe Nicole.
Um, Nicole is a fashionista. She love to dress up. Obviously, like that's kind of like me. Um, very smart, educated. She going to nursing school. She don't want to be a part of that life anymore. Drug, gang banging, being in the hood. Like she trying to make it out and do better for herself. But at the same time, her and Javion, which is the main penguin, that's her brother. And so like they locked in. She gon' that is instinctively is in her. That hood shit is there. Like ain't no changing that. But at the same time, she's ready to grow. She's wanting to move on and do something different. She want to change the dynamics of the family and say, it's somebody here, a part of this that actually made it out and was able to thrive and get the family out of the situation.
So what is this? How does Nicole challenge Kai?
I'm not that girly. I'm
so
more
Nicole
so a tomboy.
Is like more feminine.
She's way more feminine, and so a lot of times I catch myself, being myself. And I'm like, oh, bitch, you got to get back in character. You got to get right because at the end of the day, this is Nicole right here. Facts. You got to be this person. You can't be being Lakai right now. So, my femininity, when it comes to that, it's like a little rough around the edges. And so it's good to have this persona to where I can tap into that. And, it's kind of helping me figure out who I am as a woman because I always been a little rough and tough. I like to put drywall up and do subflooring and go hiking and just I'm a wild child. I'm free.
Did that come from like growing up around like your dad mostly, or like you have any siblings that's brothers? Like you got a lot of brothers?
Collectively it is a lot of us, but growing up, it was just me and my brother.
For sure.
My mom had.
So that was like your main man, your brother, that's your partner.
And he was 4 years older than me, and so as the younger sister, you want to do everything the older sibling doing, and so I kind of caught on them traits because obviously he around a bunch of other boys, and so I'm like, I want to be out here too. I ain't studying like when you young, you're not really thinking about the fact of the gender roles. You just want to be a part of what's going on, and so it was kind of like that.
How was that? Like growing up, being close to your brother?
It was cool because I always knew I had somebody to call on that was gonna cut up for me.
For sure.
When I didn't want to cut up because I'm real cool and mild tempered, but I will go there. But that's something that you got to bring out of me. But my brother, he like is whatever.
Yeah, he quick tempered.
You especially you call talking about his sister, mama. Oh baby, he is finna cut up. So it was cool having that.
So, working on set with Devontae, what was some of your funniest moments? Like, give me a moment where it was just like, I could never forget this day.
Oh, let me see. It's so many moments. I always get lost on questions like this because I really just be enjoying life when I'm in the moment. And so after the moment, it's kind of like, it's just another memory to put in the book, in the scrapbook. So, funniest moments.
Or anything in particular that you can remember, like that just was funny or just stood out in any kind
probably
of way.
the hair shop when we did the salon scene.
Yeah.
That was crazy because the young ladies that was doing the arguing and combativeness and all that stuff, like it started off scripted, but it ended up being totally off script, but it was so raw and real. They were like, yeah, we got to keep that because this is crazy right here. Like that hand slap her hand down like, girl, you would have thought they was really finna go at it and get into it. So yeah, that was crazy. And it was a heck of an experience. And that scene turned out really raw because like towards the end, I know, we got a lot of people that ain't seen it yet, but we got a lot of them that have. But towards the end, like when it's going out, my eyes rolled to the back of my head. That was not playing. That was just me being in the moment, like in that scene. And I remember in times back then where I was in a situation where I was like, oh shit, what's about to happen?
Yeah.
Freaking out type stuff. And I'm just like, man, it's just crazy how cohesive it is to everything in my personal life versus, you know, the series. So
what do you find intriguing about Nicole?
The most intriguing thing about her, her knowledge. Yeah. It's like it's it's expiring because I'm already a learner. I love to just engage and just
Seek
get in
information.
there. I'm a seeker of knowledge for real. And so going into the script and when it get down the line, like the things that have to transpire or that's gonna transpire, like I said, it's really kind of like helping mold me because of the different perspective. And so definitely her knowledge, her way of thinking, that family orientation. I am that person, but I feel like I could be more of that person. So having a character that's just like fictitious as hell, be able to bring that out of me, it definitely. It's
so, like, at what moment did you realize that you could really act?
Never. I still feel I still feel like I can't act.
What?
I feel like
man, come on.
I feel like it's just I don't know.
It still feel unreal.
It's God. It does.
You just flow with it.
It do feel unreal because a lot of people they be like, how you do it? Literally 2 days before we have the film, I learned my lines. And a lot of people be like, I couldn't do that. It take me months. But why are you taking months to learn lines that you finna forget? Because we finna go into another season. We finna go into another episode.
Y'all be working.
So, like, trying to learn it for it, like, if it's a long, extensive movie, then, depending on what the role is, I might go ahead and put months into it, especially if I have to move a certain way, if I have to do a certain thing, then it's mandatory that you study in that manner. But when it comes to this, it's so quick. It's like, okay, I got 24 hours. Let me go ahead and learn these lines. And they there. And it's easy to regurgitate.
Does it help because you align so well with the character?
I think so. I think it do help a little bit. But then I'm a fast learner anyway. So it don't really take a lot for me. Like once you put my hands on it, it's over with. You got 24 hours before I'm your teacher. So yeah. I think that help a lot.
You seem more like a verbal learner.
Yeah. I'm hands-on.
You hands-on?
You can tell me some stuff, but once I actually dive into it, like once I'm in there,
it's locked in.
It knee deep, it's over with. You ain't gonna be able to tell me nothing else after that.
So what can we expect on season 2 from Nicole?
You just gonna have to find out. You just gotta find out.
I was hoping we get these folks some little insight.
You gonna have to find out.
You know what I'm saying?
Just know that she doing her thing. You know, obviously, Nicole ain't got no hair no more. I'm sorry, y'all. When we started the season, I did have locks. My locks probably like right here.
For real?
But I went through a change. It's time for elevation, and so they had to go. But I'm still the same colorful person. Everybody know me for coloring my hair, so they like, what color you gonna come out with next? I don't know yet.
Oh, so you change your hair frequently, like your hair
change
color.
my color frequently.
Yeah.
Even when I had locks, I would go and base 16 different colors in my head because I like to be different. I want you to know who I am when you see me. For Even if you don't know my name, you gonna know. Oh,
that's the girl with the hair.
I know her from somewhere. And then I always get compliments on it because I a lot of times create my own colors. Like a lot of people be like, that ain't red. It's not red. It got red in it, but it's actually like a red with a raspberry twist. So it'll give you like this red with a pink pop. Yeah. So I really be
I thought it was red.
I really be in there. Yeah. I really be in there making it happen, man. You know, just playing around with like
cooking it up.
Yeah, creative. The creativity is.
Like, what are some of the what are some of your other things that you participate in?
Working on a doll's face with a producer out of New York. It's like this biochemical warfare type of movie. It's really cool. I got a few things in store. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Y'all just gonna have to follow me and find out what's really going on. Infinite Chi-Fi on Facebook, facebook.com/Infinite Chi-Fi. You'll be able to find me and see what's going on. You know, business pages, It's Too Lit. If you see It's Too Lit, ITZ, the number 2 LIT, it's more than likely me. But
y'all too lit. Y'all heard it.
It's too lit.
It's too lit. It's Chi-Fi.
It's too lit at the high cloud. Yes, absolutely.
I want to ask you this though, like, what was? I'm gonna ask you this first. I got 2 questions, right?
Okay.
This one is like, what is your favorite? Who is your favorite actor / actress that you looked up to in the game?
Ooh, I got 2. Viola Davis.
Oh, she hard.
She always been like.
She iconically hard.
I wish that I can like be under her titty.
She like a mama to the game.
Exactly.
Like her,
and I feel like she has so much knowledge to offer. Like, oh my gosh, just being in your presence, that's knowledge itself. You ain't even gotta say nothing. I can look at you and hone in. And my male is gonna be Denzel. Like, man, to this day, boy, trainer, they got me in a choke hold.
I think that's forever. I think that's a classic.
Yes.
Like, it's just one of the ones.
It's forever. John Q, like anything that he's done. And then I like his personality.
He's a humble guy.
I love that about him.
He's a humble guy.
I love his character, just his aura overall. Like, he is, like, if I was a male, he would definitely be who I wanted to be. For real. Because I feel like, yeah, we one and the same in a lot of ways. Even though he up there, a lot of people call me an old soul. And so I feel like we'll be able to, you know, yeah.
So who are some of the people that you would like to work with in the future? And it could be anybody. Like, anybody that's famous or upcoming actress, actor, anybody that's in the entertainment world that you would like to work with on set with any project.
Well, that's a hard one because I'm kind of like willing to work with anybody as long as they not airheaded or arrogant. I hate arrogant people with a passion because I feel like, you know, just humble yourself. You just never know. All that you got going on can be taken away. Yeah. You got to be you at the end of the day first. And, you know, that's what authenticity come in at. So, like, if I had to choose, if I wanted to work with somebody right now, it'll probably be like Snoop, Wiz Khalifa, something like that, because I am the highest cloud. The initials of that is THC. So we are an advocate for THC. Living soil cannabis.
Oh,
we advocate the raw, you know, we go out to these farms in California every year. I take a small amount of people and we go out to the farms and learn about their culture and what they do and stuff like that. So if I could connect with artists of the mainstream that advocates in the same way that I do, I feel like if, you know, with my ideas and the direction that I'm going in, if I had that right type of connection, like, it can be so much bigger because a lot of people, I feel like, don't really understand cannabis and what its capabilities are. It has this really dark shadow.
I think people miss a lot of information when it comes to cannabis.
Exactly.
I think it's way more deeper than what people could see because it's actually a business. But it also, like, helps a lot of people.
It's holistic, man. And if we could avoid the chemicals, take the chemicals out of it, you know, the growers, they want to make fast money, or even the government, they want to make quick money. Fast. Obviously, you using chemicals. And that's why I support living soil cannabis so much, because in that realm, you're using all of Earth. You're using the ecosystem of Earth to produce. So it's all natural. You don't have to worry about any type of pesticides or anything that's going to harm the body. So it's actually going to help.
What do you think that could possibly be a change with in the cannabis world to reproduce to reduce the chemicals?
That's gonna be hard.
You don't think you could do it without the chemicals?
Um,
And
yeah,
it
but
still give you
it's
that
gonna be
same feel.
hard for that change to transpire to get that spark going to where people understand it can't be done without chemicals because it already has this stigma that it's bad for you because of these things, but really it's bad for you because the
Yeah,
government want to
using it.
control it, and so they putting all these mass chemicals in there and
Yeah,
pesticides and crap, and now you run around here panicking and jumping off the walls, and it's not supposed to do that.
facts.
You
But
know,
do you think that it would be possible? Like maybe in 20, 30 years from now? Because cannabis has
if
grown.
people wake up, you got to wake up the masses.
I mean, yeah.
You got to wake up the masses. And another thing is you got to get the government hands out of it. But that's a hard feat, it's
It
really
is.
hard.
It is. It
So
is.
you just got to stick to finding your people and having that network of people that is on the same page as you, because that collective can draw change. It might not be as drastic as you want it to be, but we got to start somewhere. And so I feel like, you just find your people, do your thing and create a voice and stick to that voice. Don't be afraid. Don't let anybody shamble you and make you feel like, that one no. Don't let it discourage you. Just keep going until it turns to a yes.
So what's some motivational words and what's some motivational words and encouragement that you can give today to the young individuals out there that's looking to become an actor, producer, or anything of their dreams and goals? What advice of encouragement could you give them today?
Stay inspired. Like, don't let a lot of people or kids. I'm a young mom. I'm gonna put that out there. I had my first child when I was 17. Everybody told me, "Oh, you're not gonna be nothing. You're not gonna be this. You're not gonna be that." I got 3 boys. All of
Oh
them,
yeah, all boys.
all boys, and they're very prosperous in what they're doing. I try to make sure I kept them away from, as much as possible, not necessarily sheltered, because they got to see it, but I kept them away from you know, as much as
Much
I
as you
could,
could.
uh, without dumbing it down, because they need to know what's going on their
Yeah,
side. But
especially now.
as when I talk to my boys, I always just tell them, the biggest thing is learning to control your emotions.
Man, I think
If
this.
you know how to control your emotions, you can go so far in life, and don't ever allow someone else to dictate your emotions.
Facts.
So it starts with emotional intelligence. So peer pressure out here.
Man,
You got your friends, that do this, that, and the third, but you are in your shoes. You have to walk your path. And so if something inspires you, or it's a hobby, whatever it is, just do it. I know it sounds like cliche, but just do it. Just take that risk. If your friends laugh at you, so what? Let them laugh. Don't be discouraged by what somebody else is doing or trying to get you to do. Listen to God and let the people in your life help you navigate to where you want to be. Because this is going to always be somebody there that believe in you, but do you believe in yourself first?
Facts.
So,
I think that hinders a lot of opportunities too for a lot of people. Working with somebody that believe in you and you don't have that same confident belief in yourself,
all right.
that really you can miss opportunities like that.
That's why I tell my patients, I'm like, you expect me to be at a 10 and you're not at a 10? So we need to revisit this. You want to go home? Because I need you up here if you want to feel better. So I can't make you feel better. I can do my job, but you have to want to be up there too in order to get, the help that you need to get to the wellness level that you want to be at. So I definitely agree with that. Everybody got to be up on the ladder. You can't be down here and be like, well, I know that I can. No, you got to come up. I know I'm the shit. I know I can do this. I know I got this down paid. Even on the days where you don't feel that way.
Man, I'm telling you, because I wake up every day. I look in the mirror, I'm that nigga.
Yeah.
I don't care what the world got to offer for me. I'm that nigga. Because it's like, if you don't walk with that confidence, people not going to treat you
as
though, like, you're that person.
That's true.
And that's where all humbleness, you get what I'm saying? Yeah. It's just being a person of character and understanding who you are as an individual.
Exactly. I definitely agree with that.
So
I done walked in a room with celebrities and they would think that I'm one. Because I'm in the corner, I'm like, regular people.
Before we wrap things up, I just gotta ask you, right? You said, I mean, if I can recall, Snoop Dogg was on your show, right?
His music was him and Boosie Collins. Mm-hmm.
But when you first met a celebrity, right? Was you what's that is starstruck by anybody you met? I want to ask you that earlier.
Not really.
The reason I asked that because you said you was shy. Yeah,
but I'm not naive. Like, you a regular person just like me. What am I struck about?
Gotcha.
Money that I'm not gonna get, I'm not seeing, I'm not touching. Ain't like you coming to me with, you know what I'm saying? So it's like we all regular people. It ain't nothing to be struck about. You breathe, bleed, shit, everything the same like I do. So I can't even think of a person where I just fall over and be like, oh my gosh. Now I would be ecstatic if I met Denzel or Viola or Wiz or something like that, because I feel like, you know, that's my journey. That's a part of what I'm here for. But no, being starstruck, y'all should be ready to be starstruck by me.
I'm talking about for sure.
You ready to be starstruck by me.
So, in 5 to 10 years, where can we see Kai-Fi at, and what would she be doing?
The same thing, just bigger and better and greater. I'm looking to get involved in more roles. I want to do different stuff because I ghostwrite. I can write. I can do like different voices and stuff, and so yeah, I want to get off into it more so as a hobby, because I'm a business consultant. I'm about business. I'm about paperwork. I'm about making sure shit done. So, but having this on the side as a hobby, yeah. Definitely go keep that going and try to do different things with it. Might get back into a little modeling. I mean, you never know. Just whatever life throw at me.
It's all out there.
I'm going to go with the flow type person, so.
Facts.
Come on with it. What you got?
Appreciate you for coming through, man, kicking it with
Thanks
us,
for having me.
For sure. Definitely good energy, good vibes, man. You know, we kick with the Good Folks podcast. You know what I'm saying? As you can see, we had a great conversation.
Yes.
So you can let the people know where they can find you at. And if they need any consulting, any management, or however,
consulting, management, writing, assistant work. I do customized documents. I do websites. I do logos. I'm kind of falling back from the logos and flyers type of thing because, you know, that's kind of the direction life pushed me in. It's like, hey, not saying that it's small time, but that's just something that's there now, and I'm up here, so it's more like the engagement side of things. But website www.itstoolit.com. That's ITZ, the number 2 LIT. I'm on Instagram as well. THC is too lit. I'm everywhere, man. It's too lit. It's too lit. It's too lit.
Kai-Fi, it's too lit, man. If you haven't already, man, please share, like, and subscribe. This is the Good Folks podcast, and we out.
We out.
Forward, you all right?